What are your memories of your series with Steve Austin and Brian Pillman?
They see the same. I give you the same answer.
Right,
it was great. Everybody had their own style, and it was sometimes it was very refreshing if you're working with one group of guys, and then all of a sudden you're finding out you're going to be working with another pair of guys. I'll tell you a story. We were wrestling up in northern Georgia. A little spot show. Might have been 1,800 people, 2,000 people in this. We were either in a high school gym or an armory. But anyway, we were down and below the basement was where the locker rooms were. And they had the heels and the baby faces separated. And we didn't know this. But during the intermission, they came out and they made an announcement that, ladies and gentlemen, there's about 2,000 people there.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be able to make it home, leave now. There is a blizzard coming in.
Huh.
Now, we're sitting down in the locker room. Only one main event, which was us.
Right.
It was Shane and I against Pillman and Austin. Didn't know about the announcement, nothing, All the other guys, of course, as soon as they finished their match, they showered out and left. So we're just sitting in during the intermission. After the intermission, we knew the place was sold out.
Right.
We go out there. There are 12 people sitting in this place. And they're all from the same family, sitting in that one ringside row. Why? Because their house was across the street from the building. Right? And we walked out. It was a morgue, right? The place is empty. There's just 12 people sitting in this one row. What is going on? And then the referee says, well, didn't you hear? No, nobody. I said, Shane and I have been sitting down there in that basement by ourselves in the dark through the intermission and everything. What's going on? He said, well, there's a big blizzard in here now. You're kidding. No, they came over the intermission and made the announcement. Everybody left, went home. Except for this family right here, and they said they'd live across the street. Well, this just tells you who we are. Here, Shane and I and Pillman and Austin were in front of those 12 people, that family of 12. We went out there and wrestled for 40 minutes.
Ooh.
We had a blast.
That's awesome.
The flow of the match. And that's what I'm saying. That's the part that I missed. You get into a match that is just so much fun. We had all seriousness involved. We had a couple of laughter things involved. But that's the time of the whole deal that makes it all worthwhile. Do
you think that series of matches ended prematurely?
No. The tactic with Shane and I and Pillman and Austin?
Right.
No.
What happened the night of the pay-per-view, I guess, where you teamed with Brad Armstrong under the mask? That was the cage match.
God, I'm lost with that one.
I think it was when Shane left the company, or Shane wasn't going to be there, and they had Brad wear the mask pretending to be Shane.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think it was Brad Armstrong. Maybe it was Tom Zen.
Is that Tom Zen?
Yeah.
Was it Diablos? The Diablos?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought that you bring it back. My light bulb just started to come back on. Jeez, I thought that was so damn goofy. God, I didn't want to get involved with that.
Now, when you and Rick got
Going
together
to
again,
Diablos, wearing the big sombreros and stuff. Oh, God. If you want to ask me, was any times in my career I had some embarrassing moments, that was one of them. Walking out there with the cucaracha, when the big stuff. What the heck is this? Get this gimmick Hawaiian guy wearing this Mexican sombrero and stuff. Man, oh man.
What are your memories working with Vader?
Ooh, man, you gotta watch out for Vader.
Steph?
Yeah. Good guy though. He's big heart. I mean, if he liked you, he'd take the bullet for you.
Right.
He really would. He'd take the bullet for you. He'd jump in front. And it's not Vader's fault. He played professional football for the Rams. He was a center till he blew his knee out. But to play any kind of professional sport, it takes that little bit of extra, that edge, that little bit of more testosterone. Whatever it is, he would get caught up in a match, And he would tell me, he said, Ricky, I never ever seen anything like it when I'm working with you. I get to work with so and so and so, but working with you, these people want to kill me. You know, they're standing out there threatening me with the knives and stuff and holding chairs up. They want to, you know, it's just because of the way I was selling for them. You big 450-pound man kicking your butt all over the ring, you know. And I had my occasional fighting back and give little, what I call hope spots and stuff like that. But the problem with Vader is that he would get so wrapped up in it, adrenaline rush. I mean, his eyes would turn red, be like the devil would possess him, and then he'd really want to start nailing you.
Right.
You know, that's cool. It, calm down, please. You know, he come and give you the big Vader in the corner and just kill you. Big splash off the top rope, and here's a guy 400 pounds doing this hat flip off thing off the incredible. But you'd be scared for your life, especially if you got into that mindset.
Right.
Uh-oh, click. Oh, shit. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, look out. He's going to, you know. Then you really, really had to look out. Yeah.
What happened the night of your last match against Steve Austin? Was it Lancaster, California, or Virginia?
I hurt my back in Roanoke.
Okay.
But I finished the rest of the tour, which was probably about another 3 dates or something like that after that. And all we did for those 3 days was just walk and talk. Just did a lot of walking and talking.
Right.
To finish up.
Basically, you had like 2 months left on your contract, I think, at the time, and they just released you or something like that. It was like
they terminated me. That's
everything you did for the company, you had to.
Yeah, you know, and the boys couldn't believe it. They said, "God, Rick, you know, we've got a lot of dickheads in the business. You know, they're out for a whole year, yet they're still getting their money each week from the company. You know, or they can't do this, or they hurt their elbow or something." And here it is. You weren't a dickhead to these guys.
Right.
And you only had 2 months, and he said, all the years you put in for them. And I got hurt. I felt like, why? Because I really hurt on the job, you know, working for your company. And they just, I'll never forget, the word they used was terminated. I'm the Terminator.
Huh.
I got terminated. You know. And that was another one of those kind of moments in which you kind of, your heart was hurt, and your gut would just twist, you know. Jesus.
You were the U.S. champion, I think, at the time as well.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. How do you feel about them advertising for a pay-per-view that they knew that you were not going to be at? And they still advertised you.
Well, you know, I think anybody.
Nature of the business.
Yeah, it's the nature of the business, but then it's also wrong to do that.
Right.
You're swerving the fans. It hurts the company, but it also hurts me. You know, it's just the credibility of Ricky Steamboat with a no-show on a pay-per-view.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.